And welcome to 2K. Taking a look at both of these teams, Stan. What impresses you the most about them?
I would say the overall depth. Both of these teams have a lot of guys they can throw out there in certain situations. And as a coach, that versatility makes a big difference when you're trying to figure out your rotations.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the center position. Now here's Wallace. Back to SGA. There's the triple. Pure from three-point range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
McDaniels up top. Dort defending. Fires from deep. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by DiVincenzo.
Yeah, that's a good sign for McDaniels. They need him to shoot with confidence.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein with a screen on DiVincenzo. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Randall, and it's Randall with the jam.
Watch out. When Randall gets going, he's carrying some serious force.
Dort, the pass to Wallace. Outside, SGA. Off target from outside.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. You know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. McDaniels from long range. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Here's Hartenstein. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Knocks down the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Randall outside. Here's Gobert. Right side Edwards. Let's go with a 3. The Thunder with the rebound.
After 5 shots, that's their first miss. I definitely call that a good start.
Here's SGA. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Edwards, the pass to Randall. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Randall's got 5.
Well, every season Randall works on his range because he understands the importance of stretching the floor at his position.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Last game out, he had 40. Holmgren outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Hartenstein. The 3 is up. And it's Holmgren missing.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
McDaniels from long range. Knocks it down from distance. 9 points in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Randall with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. DiVincenzo can't hit. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 9. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Now here's McDaniels. He had 16 in the win against Phoenix.
Yeah, and I thought he was locked in defensively. I think he had like 3 steals on the night.
Here's Wallace. Hartenstein a screen. Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Driving inside over McDaniels. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Edwards looking for an opening. McDaniels passes to Randall. Here's Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. McDaniels can't hit. Thunder trail by 9. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Dort. Joe's checked in for Wallace. And Mitchell's subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Randall. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. Pass to Reed. Takes the 3. Mitchell grabs the miss. Wiggins outside. Here's Joe. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, leading by... If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Mike Conley out there with Bones Highland. And it's Dosunmu in at small forward. Now here's Holmgren. Williams from long range. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Over to the left wing. Now here's Highland, covered by Joe. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, showing off his power. Reed gave the dunk everything he had.
Down low. Here's Joe. Oh, and Reed with a block. They get it back. They get it again. Outside Joe. From deep, Holmgren. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Highland, the pass to Randall. Spins. Pass to Conley. Back to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Reed. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 8. Right side Joe. Now here's Mitchell. Williams, a screen on Conley. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Williams can't get that one to fall. The Timberwolves lead by 8. It's tipped. The dive for the ball, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Taking a look at some numbers here for Anthony Edwards.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Williams. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards, he's checked in for Highland. Now here's Edwards, doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. Tries a 10-footer. Misses off the left iron. Thunder trail by 8. Joe, the pass to Holmgren. Chet not messing around inside.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Wiggins, and it's Wallace in for Joe. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo, and here's McDaniels. Hits a 3-pointer. McDaniels got 12 points in the game.
And when McDaniels is hitting this, look out, because it opens up everything else for him offensively.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Stan, the end of the season is in sight, and some teams now desperate to get into the playoffs.
And when you're in that situation, you can feel the pressure when you're on the floor and in the locker room. Those guys know they're running out of chances to get to the postseason.
And the Thunder making a change here. Dortch checked in. Edwards against SGA. The drive by Shea. And SGA throws it down.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Randall, pass to Edwards. Three-pointer. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. He has 6.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Hartenstein from deep, SGA. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Randall, good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. DeSumo, he's checked in for Minnesota. Now here's Dort. Still no points. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Wallace. He's covered by DeSumo. To the middle. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And stolen by Williams. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Good on the shot. Hartenstein's got his second basket of the game.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
SGA doing his thing in close.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Timberwolves lead by 10. DeSumo, the pass to Edwards. The 3, DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards has got his 4th assist with that last one. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Wallace with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. SGA passes to Hartenstein. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's Minnesota. They lead by 13. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs.
Taking a look here at the Thunder, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something and it doesn't love you back, time to move on.
Hold on. Let me write that down. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, Jaden McDaniels getting it done today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Hartenstein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. You look forward to working with someone like that. BA?
Has them bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie. The 3 from Holmgren gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's McDaniels. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Now here's SGA. He's got 7. Wallace outside. SGA against DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to Holmgren from deep. And Gobert with a block.
Well, you have to be aware of Gobert on the floor. He's got a few Defensive Player of the Year trophies.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Thunder trail by 17. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Holmgren outside. The 3 is up. Hartenstein controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Edwards. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Over the previous month, we look at the best when it comes to scoring. Second is Anthony Edwards.
And this last month has been truly special for him. He's scoring at will and in a rhythm on offense.
And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. To the paint. Outside for Dort. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
On the wing, SGA. DiVincenzo covering. Here's SGA. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Timberwolves lead by 19. Here's Edwards. And the shot goes in. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Holmgren outside. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Julius Randle.
You know, a trend like this isn't going to please the coach or the front office. He's been a little more focused on other parts of his game, and rebounding is something he needs to put more emphasis on. And I'm sure they've talked to him about it.
DiVincenzo can't hit. Thunder trail by 21. Wallace outside. From outside the arc. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Randall can't hit.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Dort, the pass to Wallace. SGA against DiVincenzo. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So for Oklahoma City, Wiggins, he's checked in for Dort, and Mitchell subbed in for Wallace. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Dosunmu, he's checked in for DiVincenzo.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wiggins outside. Holmgren, the pass to Hartenstein. The kick out to Wiggins. Launches it. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Randall can't hit. Thunder trail by 20. Up top, Wiggins. McDaniels covering. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Holmgren, and Joe subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mitchell after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Williams' shot is good.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Dosunmu, the pass to Gobert. Over Williams, and the basket by Gobert. Gobert's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Outside Mitchell. Lets the three fly. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Edwards.
Oh! Wow! Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Inside, here's Williams. He got a piece of it. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Minnesota running away with it. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the three?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Bones Highland out there with Mike Conley. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. Mitchell, the pass to Williams. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And here are the Timberwolves. Highland, the pass to Conley. Reed in the post. Williams defending. Another one falls for Minnesota.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Caruso, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Caruso. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways, so you gotta take that into account.
Yeah, Conley is not an easy cover. He can be quick on his feet when he sees a lane to the basket.
Come on, B.A., he sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. SGA comes in for Caruso, and then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu, and it's Edwards in for Highland. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Outside, SGA. Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Mitchell. Holmgren outside. 6 to shoot. And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Thunder making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. Minnesota leading by 23. Edwards for three. Hits the trifecta. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, McDaniels has really found a flow offensively, and he's just going to ride it as long as he can.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Joe. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. Minnesota calls timeout. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams, as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
McDaniels can't hit.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Hartenstein with a screen on Randall. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's. Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. The 3-ball. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Naz Reid's checked in for Julius Randle. Phillips comes in for McDaniels. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Highland in for Conley. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Well, Gobert is used to this in the paint. Given his height, it's difficult to contest him cleanly.
Stan, Rudy Gobert, he can be a double-double machine, but his real importance is on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's been named Defensive Player of the Year 4 times, which is tied for the most in NBA history, B.A., and he's been the anchor of multiple top-ranked defenses throughout his career.
Now here's Williams. Carlson can't get it to go. 1:35 left to play in the fourth. Williams against Reid. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following the score by Minnesota. Gobert with the double. Caruso finds Williams. Sends it home from three-point land.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year. And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Rudy Gobert.
He really influenced the game with his rebounding. Just a stellar performance. With all the work he put in, he's gonna sleep well tonight. Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
That shot wide open.
And Caruso knows how to catch defenses off guard. Great work off that catch.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Outside, SGA. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Rudy Gobert.